India's defeat to Australia in the final of the ODI World Cup was a heartbreaking moment for the entire country. Fans were dejected, players were distraught. But everyone moved on. After all, cricket at the end of the day is just a sport, and winning and losing are part of the game. Except for our politicians, who saw this as a win-win situation to score some political brownie points. Every single day, ladies and gentlemen, since India's defeat in the final, we are being subjected to the most bizarre political tutu-meme. Joining the bandwagon today was West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. Getting personal, the Trinamool Congress chief said, and I quote her, "Sinners attended the World Cup final, hence an unbeaten team lost the game," essentially saying that Team India paid for the sins of the Prime Minister and the Home Minister. He also said if the match was played in Eden or Wankhede instead of the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad, Team India would have won. Just hear this for yourself.
ইন্ডিয়ান ক্রিকেটাররা এত ভালো খেললো, সব খেলায় জিতলো, আর পাপিষ্ঠরা যেখানে গেল সেইখানে গিয়ে ভরাডুবি হলো।
Now, a couple of days ago, Congress MP Rahul Gandhi too had given his expert opinion on the finals. Addressing an election rally, Mr. Gandhi said that Team India was well on track to win the game and the cup, but a panauti or a bad omen made them lose.
याद है? हाँ क्या? पनौती वो अच्छा भला वहां पे हमारे लड़के वहां पे वर्ल्ड कप जीत जाते, वो वहां पे पनौती हरवा दिया। टीवी वाले ये नहीं कहेंगे, मगर जनता जानती है।
Okay, we all know what Rahul Gandhi was referring to, but this panauti has landed Mr. Gandhi in big trouble. The BJP went to the Election Commission to complain, and the Election Commission today has issued a notice to the Congress MP. He has to respond by Saturday. Now, with Team India, and I mean Team INDIA, making such silly and foolish remarks, the BJP decided to join and, well, add to the silliness. What else can I say? So we have Himanta Biswa Sarma taking things a step further. The Assam Chief Minister, and you'll listen to him in just a bit, countered the Congress party and their panauti statement saying that Team India lost because the final was on the day of late Prime Minister Indira Gandhi's birthday. He also says that next time he is going to request the BCCI not to schedule important matches on birthdays of the Gandhis and the Nehrus. Listen in.
वो दिन इंडिया और ऑस्ट्रेलिया का वर्ल्ड कप हुआ, हम तो हर गेम में जीत रहा था, फाइनल में हार गया। फिर मैं आके देखा और जीत कौन सा था, क्यों हारा? हम तो थोड़ा हिंदू है, दीदी देख के कुछ समझता हूँ। फिर मैंने देखा वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल का दिन ऐसा दिन में हुआ था जो दिन इंदिरा गांधी का भी जन्मदिन हुआ था। तो इंदिरा गांधी का जन्मदिन में वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल हुआ तो देश हार गया। तो इसीलिए मैं बीसीसीआई को बोलना चाहता हूँ, आगे पीछे अगर वर्ल्ड कप का फाइनल गेम करते हो तो हिसाब करके रखो, वो दिन गांधी परिवार से जोड़ा दिन नहीं होना चाहिए, नहीं तो देश हार जाएगा।
Okay, when will the silliness end? Before I ask that question to my guest this evening, I want to quickly talk about another unnecessary controversy which grabbed headlines. You all remember this video, it went viral, and the opposition was slamming the Prime Minister was for visiting Team India's dressing room after their final defeat. Jairam Ramesh of the Congress had called it choreographed consolation. Other opposition members called it a photo op. But there was a player who was present there. His name is Mohammad Shami. There he is on your screens. Today he spoke to the press and said that Team India actually appreciated the Prime Minister's gesture. Listen in.
देखिए बहुत ज़रूरी होता है क्योंकि उस टाइम पे हम मैच हार चुके थे और जब आपके प्राइम मिनिस्टर जब वहाँ पे आके आपको प्रोत्साहन देते हैं तो वो एक अलग ही एक कॉन्फिडेंस होता है कि देश का जिम्मेदार आदमी आपके साथ आया है, आपके सहानुभूति दे रहा है। वो बहुत
बात हुई क्या? बात क्या
वो
हुई?
आपकी
ये
उठाने
आप
पर
मुझसे
याद
सुनना चाहते हो, आपको वीडियो भी सोशल मीडिया पे घूम रही है, ऑडियो के साथ घूम रही है, आप लोगों ने देखा ही है कि कैसे उन्होंने सबका साहस बढ़ाया है, कैसे उन्होंने सबसे मुलाकात की है। ये बहुत अच्छा लगा हम लोगों को।
My guest this evening, Advocate APS Khadial, representing the Congress Party this evening. Nikhil Sharma is a sports commentator and author as well. Mr. Khadial, can I just start by asking you, before we get into what Mamata Banerjee is saying and the Election Commission, asking Rahul Gandhi to respond, can I just ask you what you make of what Mohammad Shami is saying? Look, the opposition had a problem, the Congress had a problem. Jairam Ramesh called it what? He called it choreographed consolation. But here's a player who was present in the dressing room saying it was good of the Prime Minister to come. We were feeling defeated. We had just lost a very, very, very big game. The Prime Minister walks in. It was a morale boosting moment for us. If the players don't have a problem, why does the opposition have a problem?
One, the player would obviously not speak against the Prime Minister of the country. I think that's a given fact. That's understandable. However, the Bharatiya Janata Party has this expertise of photo ops, of marketing, of advertising, of branding, and we have all seen that numerous times. It's not the first one. Now, the fact of the matter is, the more important aspect that needs to be touched is that Bharatiya Janata Party has been left, right, and center abusing Congress leaders, saying the things that shouldn't have been said, and not the media, not the BJP leaders ever picked up on it or tried to school the Bharatiya Janata Party senior leaders when they uttered words like Saddam to our leaders, Diane, raincoat पहन के नहाना कैसे है, मूर्खों का सरदार, ये कांग्रेस की कौन सी विधवा थी, प्राइम मिनिस्टर की चेयर पप्पू को बर्थ राइट लगती है, राहुल गांधी विदेशी ताकतों का मोहरा है, and many more things. And not once did any of these BJP leaders that have been speaking about Mr. Gandhi once condemn their own leaders when they even called our farmers terrorists. A BJP MP did that. A BJP MP called a fellow MP a terrorist. And, there is no end to it. I can keep going on and on about the BJP's abusive, derogatory, defamatory, discriminatory remarks that have been made by them. But the fact of the matter
Mr. Khadial, what are you saying? What are you saying? अगर वो बदतमीज हैं तो हम भी बदतमीजी करेंगे. Essentially, that is what you are saying. वो गाली देंगे तो हम भी गाली देंगे.
No, now I'll answer your question.
वो मुझे मूर्खों का सरदार बोलेगा तो मैं भी उसको पनौती बोलूंगा. That is what you are saying, right?
1 second, please. Let me answer that question of yours as well. किसने कहा है? Was this statement panauti referred to the BJP leader? To any specific BJP leader? Was any name taken? Why does the Bharatiya Janata Party have to attribute it to their own leader? Number one. One second, please. Let me complete. Number two, let me clarify another thing.
Come on. Mr. Khadial, don't insult our intelligence here, yaar. Mr. Khadial, don't insult our intelligence here. We all know who Mr. Gandhi was referring to. And there is a reason that the Election Commission has issued a notice to him. I have not issued a notice to Mr. Rahul Gandhi. The Election Commission has. So don't insult their intelligence either.
Shreya, please allow me to complete. I'll answer your question in detail. Number one, I'm not questioning you or your channel. I appreciate your channel when it comes to facts. You're very transparent, very accountable when it comes to facts. Number two, I'm talking about the people that have on purpose made it about an individual, made it about a leader, without his name being referred to, and the statement could be played again by your channel also, by you also. Nowhere Mr. Modi's name has been taken on. Number three, let me make them understand as to why, this is happening to the viewers. Bharatiya Janata Party is frustrated. The Bharatiya Janata Party's bokhlahat and gabrahat is crystal clear because they are losing majority of the states. And Shreya, like you said, don't question the intelligence of the Election Commission. Nobody is questioning the intelligence of the Election Commission. But let me tell you one more thing. It is a notice. It is not a convict or guilty verdict. There's a difference between a notice and a guilty verdict. So number two, the principle of natural justice says one is to be presumed innocent until proven guilty. This is not proven, let alone even an allegation that can be called a fact.
Mr. Khadial, since you are telling me
BJP for once
Mr. Gandhi wasn't referring to the Prime Minister, अरे रुक जाइए Advocate Khadial, since you're telling me that the statement that Rahul Gandhi made wasn't referring to the Prime Minister and the BJP just has a tendency to make everything about themselves, एक बार सुन लेते हैं वो statement दोबारा. Let the viewers hear it once again and then I can go to the BJP spokesperson. Go ahead guys, why don't we play that statement again?
याद है? हाँ क्या? पनौती वो अच्छा भला वहां पे हमारे लड़के वहां पे वर्ल्ड कप जीत जाते, वो वहां पे पनौती हरवा दिया. टीवी वाले ये नहीं कहेंगे, मगर जनता जानती है.
टीवी वाले नहीं कहेंगे, वैसे टीवी वाले काफी टाइम से बहुत कुछ कह रहे हैं, बट राजश्री लहरी, since you're representing the BJP on the show this evening, would you want to respond to what the Congress is saying?
See, there is no point in responding to whatever Congress party is saying over here, as the party which portrayed India as a snake charmer's land, and their original leader who had said that he's only a Hindu by accident of birth, it is very much expected from them. जो लोग मंदिर जाते हैं वो लड़की छेड़ते हैं. These were the words of Rahul Gandhi, right? और उनको अभी जनेऊधारी ब्राह्मण करने का नाटक करना पड़ रहा है. So this is actually the tricks that Congress is playing, because they have lost everything. See, a party which used to rule the country has been reduced to a mere few numbers, a double-digit numbers they're representing in the parliament. So this is where now the problem is that this is such a worst expectation from the national party that they are depending upon from when it becomes so much superstitious. That is the question that India is asking probably, that from when did Congress become so much of superstitious?
Achha.
Now, if they have to rely on these superstitious to win elections, then the entire Congress ideology may rest in peace. That's what I think that needs to be believed.
Mr. Lahiri, if a statement was made in jest, if a statement, Mr. Lahiri, is made in jest, and the statement has been conveyed, it was made at a political rally, it is made in jest. My God, where was the need to take it so seriously that the BJP goes running to the election commission? Matlab, in politics, you have to have a thick skin. You can't keep crying and running over to the election for everything.
We are not crying. See, definitely Bharatiya Janata Party is not crying, but Rahul Gandhi also needs to check it on that whatever he's saying is saying on whom, let him make it clear that on whom he's making, if they're so much of confident that they have not made this statement towards any leaders or anything. That's what Mamata Banerjee has made certain statements, right? And it's absolutely evident from whatever the leaders.
So are you going to the election commission with that as well?
Up front. I'm sorry?
Mr. Lahiri, are you going to take Mamata Banerjee to the election commission as well? Is there going to... my question is simple. Mamata Banerjee has said certain things and we'll talk about that in just a bit. Our viewers have heard it. But will you go to the election commission with that as well?
They are trying to play politics because they don't have any issues. So definitely on certain things, we will definitely respond. That's it. And that too verbally. But Mamata Banerjee, we don't consider at all, because Bengal doesn't consider Mamata Banerjee on these lines at all.
Okay. Dr. Riju Datta, would you want to come in here?
Could I ask you one question?
It's... you could ask him a couple of questions. If you... Okay, go ahead. Then I'll get Riju in.
Just one question. One question. I just want to know it from the BJP spokesperson. Why do you think this statement was referred to Mr. Modi when his name was not taken? Just tell us that.
That the statement was referred to raincoat pehan ke nahana. Why do you think that those statements were made against your leaders?
Was taken.
You can very well explain that.
Then.
You have taken your leaders a Mamata Saudagar. You have forgotten. Whom did you say Mamata Saudagar? Whom did you say Mamata Saudagar? And what happened to you?
Statement.
Why did you respond to Antonio Maino? You tell the country. Why did you respond to Antonio Maino? Whom do you think is Antonio Maino? Do you think Sonia Gandhi's name is Antonio Maino? That's why you responded so vehemently. Did you respond about Antonio Maino? Who is Antonio Maino? Why did you respond so aggressively on Antonio Maino?
Okay.
Why did you make such statements then? Why did you make such statements then? Then you
Gentlemen.
Please convey the entire country
Gentlemen,
that Antonio
the
Maino is
point
Sonia
is,
Gandhi. You accept that?
the point is that's the nature of Indian politics. Politicians in India say the darnest things. And they say it against each other. They should have a thicker skin than to go running. I mean, it's great to have a discussion on television, but it's another thing to go to the election commission complaining. But Riju Datta, where was the need for Mamata Banerjee to wade into this entire Panoti debate and stretch it further? For what joy is she calling the Prime Minister sinner? Or are you going to say that she wasn't referring to the Prime Minister at all? Much like the Congress is saying that Rahul Gandhi was not referring to the Prime Minister at all when he spoke about Panoti?
I do not understand why Congress is running away from this. Congress should say that yes, Rahul Gandhi said it, and he said it for the Prime Minister. I am on your channel and I am saying it in no uncertain terms, and I am not mincing my words what Mamata Banerjee said. Mamata Banerjee said it for the person who chose the World Cup final to go there, take some pictures, make a political statement, but unfortunately, India lost the game. Let me, fundamentally explain this to you. This country, India, people, patriotism run through our blood, and when India plays in crucial tournaments, there are households. Even in my house, if I sit on a particular chair, I sit on that chair for 100 overs. There are people who do not take, comfort breaks for the entire innings because we are superstitious about our team. After India lost in the World Cup final, one young boy from Bengal, one young boy from Odisha committed suicide, Shreya. So it is not a trivial matter. People are emotionally invested in supporting their national team. Now there is one particular person, and I'm saying PM Modi. He went there because he thought India will win. I will give the winning cup to the Indian team. I will get my photo up and I will take it for my prachar in the upcoming 5 states right before the elections. But game में क्या होता है? हार जीत लगा रहता है. And again I am saying, what was the need to hold the World Cup final in Narendra Modi Stadium? Just to please the ego of one man.
Why not?
You will commit sins all over the country and then you will go there for a photo op. I am saying what Mamata Banerjee has said today.
Hey, Riju,
what Rahul
I don't
Gandhi
understand the logic.
Shreya, let me finish. Shreya, please, I'm finishing. What Mamata Banerjee said today.
Are you telling me if the Prime Minister was not in attendance, India would have won? ये कहाँ का logic है? I mean, the whole country is watching this discourse and thinking to themselves, do politicians have nothing better to do?
Shreya, can I please
finish? How? What is the empirical evidence to suggest that had the Prime Minister not been there, Riju, India would have won? Australia clearly was the better team on that day.
What is the empirical evidence when Pradhan Mantri, the elected Prime Minister of India, comes to Bengal and says, Jai Sri Ram, Prabhu Ram will make sure that TMC loses? What is the empirical evidence when he goes to Karnataka and says, Jai Bajrang Bali will make sure Congress defeats? So, you have to understand politics. And Shreya, let me finish. My last and humble point is this. What Mamata Banerjee said today, what Rahul Gandhi said is what we are we are party of the people of this country. We have respected the wisdom of the people of this country, and on that night till today, this is what 12 crore Bengalis from Bengal and 140 crore Indians believed, that because of the presence of one, we have a special word in Bengal, an opoya in that day, India lost the match.
You don't represent all Bengalis. Just because you're a Bengali doesn't mean you represent all Bengalis. And just because you're an Indian doesn't mean you represent the views of all Indians. Come on.
We can
Itna we don't stretch it that far. Let me get in a sports. Let me get in a sports lover.
So at least I represent 50% of Bengal.
हाँ तो फिर 100% of Bengal मत बोलो, 50% बोलो. Nikhil Sharma, would you want to come in here? What do you make? I mean, every single day since we lost the World Cup has gone to Australia, but यहाँ पे they have left behind a lot of controversies. And every day, something or the other is being said. In fact, today we had Himanta Biswa Sarma, who's the Chief Minister of Assam, saying that I'm going to ask this is something I should be asking probably the BJP, but if I keep going to the politicians, you'll never get a chance to speak. Even Himanta Biswa Sarma is saying 19th November, is the birth anniversary of Indira Gandhi, and I'm going to ask the BCCI not to hold any important matches that day because we will lose. So it's not like that the BJP is even keeping a dignified silence over this.
Hi, good evening, Shreya. There are lots and lots of conversations here. Let me first underline the fact that I speak on behalf of sport and not on behalf of any party here. I think 2-3 points is what I'd like to discuss. Point number one, the fact that Ahmedabad hosted the final. It was decided, many months back. Now that India has lost the final, there could be a lot of suppositions and a lot of discussions. All of them, in hindsight, sound great. But there's no merit to the fact that, who attended, who doesn't attend. There were 95,000 people, a lakh people there. You cannot put it down to those people attended that India lost. On the given day, Australia played better. They had the rub of the green by winning the toss, electing to bowl first. So hats off to them. As far as, the Honorable Prime Minister visiting, any big event in any country, whether it's, France playing the 2018 World Cup final, the Football World Cup final, Macron was there, he interacted with the players post them winning. I think any sportsman, if you speak to them, by and large, they're fairly happy and encouraged that the premier of that state, of that country has come to either wish them congratulatory messages, or in this case, because India had not won, I find that gesture on behalf of the Honorable Prime Minister very commendable that he went. He just didn't, stay back to only take the kudos for India's win, but when India had lost, he went there. So no problem there as a sports lover. There are lots and lots of, discussions on social media, but I would not pay too much of heed to. In fact, the Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Miss Mamata Banerjee as well, supports a lot of football clubs, supports, KKR very religiously. So she's a sports lover as well. And Mr. Rahul Gandhi also is a very, is a fitness enthusiast. We see him, I'm very sure deep within, he knows that all of these, conversations don't have a solid base that performances could have been very different, or results would have been very different had there been different venues. So from a sporting perspective, all of these conversations, Shreya, to me are not well delving deep into, but politically, you're a better judge than I am as to where this goes. Shreya?
No, I can tell you this as a citizen. I can tell you this as a citizen. Even citizens don't take what our politicians say seriously most of the time, especially in cases like these. We'll leave it there for the moment. Rachri Lahiri, thank you very much for joining us. Riju Datta, thanks very much. Mr. Khadial, thank you very much. And Nikhil Sharma, good to have you on the show as well. As I said, another day, and I'm expecting another controversy around the World Cup finals tomorrow as well. Gentlemen, for the moment, thank you very much.